All right. Am I recording? Probably. Um, so I recently went on to the JoJo Spinal Warrior YouTube channel, which is where I put all my post-op videos, to help people that were going to go through the surgery out, to show them that it doesn't mean your life is over. And in my case, still here. I'm still doing things. Let's start this out. It's 5 years post-op. I'm just going to do range of motion, right? So this is 5 years. I don't know if there's going to be too much difference from when I did the last one, but here we go. So right now I am center. I'm going to look to my left, and I'm going to do it comfortable. Not once it starts to get tight, I'm going to stop, and then I'll do my right. So here we go. Looking to the left. 5 years post-op range of motion. That's comfortable. It doesn't feel too tight. It feels like I'm just a normal look, and my eyes tend to move more. All right, back to center. Let's go to the right. That's comfortable on the right. It's comfortable on the right. So now I'll look up, and it'll be hard to tell up and down from this angle. So I'll turn to the side and also show you up and down there so that you can see what that looks like. So here we go. So I'm going to look up. That's my up. And I'm going to go back to center. I'm going to look down and down. And I have way less range of motion up and down than I do right and left. It doesn't really feel like I have as little movement as I do up and down. It feels like I have more, but that's the worst of everything, and it hasn't really stopped me from doing anything except maybe hang gliding. Because I imagine that if you're hang gliding, you're in a position like this, and you got to look up. I can't really do that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to really try to turn my head left and right, meaning if I was in a car trying to see oncoming traffic from the left side, how would I turn my head? So here we go. And I'm going to move left. That's me straining. That's me left. I'm going to go back to center. I'm going to move right. That's me pretty straining, straining a bit. All right, up. Yeah, I think that's about it. And down. It's a lot harder, and I make weird faces. So let's do it from the side. All right, so I'm just going to show you up and down from the side. I'll look up. All right, back to center. Look down. Not a ton of movement, but when I do this, you can see I have some, right? I have some movement. All right, so I'll give you a quick what's going on with me. And the answer, which is good news, is not much. A lot of the symptoms I have in my last video, I still have, but they haven't gotten any worse. Still sometimes wake up, some numbness in my hands. The minute I start moving around, it goes away. I do have twitches in my hands, but that doesn't cause too many issues other than the occasional extra keystroke or click of a mouse, which doesn't affect me too much, and that's fine. I do get sometimes some weird sensations along my arms, but nothing crazy. Usually, trying to think. So sometimes cold feels weird on my arms, but it's not all the time. I do notice in winter, is when symptoms seem to get a little worse. And when I say worse, it's really nothing that affects me from doing anything. I walk every day. I can walk for quite a few miles. Recently I just went to Universal and even rode roller coasters without any issue or pain. So, and I did check with my spine doc to see if, there's any reason I shouldn't. I also have problems in my lumbar spine. No need for surgery yet. There's nothing that's crazy or that they think they need to fix with surgery. I could end up just living with it for the rest of my life, and it doesn't cause me any significant pain. Every once in a while, if I overdo something, like really overdo something, when I say overdo, meaning like I'm carrying a bunch of logs, which doesn't happen often or ever, but something like that, my lower back may hurt for a while. If I spend a lot of time, like hours and hours and hours in a chair without a back, my lower back or my back could start hurting a little bit. But I don't have a ton of pain in either here or my lower back. When I lay down at night, the right side of my right leg will go numb, but It's probably just because of what's going on in my back. The minute I get up, start walking around, it goes away. What else? A lot of my other symptoms. I had bouts with shortness of breath. Sometimes in the winter, when I said my symptoms pick up, that will come back for a little bit, but it goes away. They had my heart checked prior to surgery and found nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong. So the shortness of breath was not pulmonary or cardiovascular or any of that. And then, yeah, and as I take a deep breath now because I want to yawn, and then after, what was it? Let's say maybe a year. I had shortness of breath after surgery for a year, and I thought, oh, I'm stuck with this. But after a year, it kind of went away. And with the exception of the occasional bout with it, like I said, sometimes when, right around when the season changes into winter, it'll come on for a few weeks, but then goes away. I don't have that issue at all. I can do cardio, I can walk, I can lift heavy weights. And when I say lift heavy weights, as heavy as I can lift weights without a problem and no pain. Now, keep in mind, everybody's situation is different. Just because I'm, let's say, on the better side of well, doesn't necessarily mean, unfortunately, everybody is going to have the same outcome I do. Just want to update to let everybody know that if you're going to go through surgery, mine was C2 to T1, and actually I'm C2 to, is it C5 or 6 here in the front? I can't even remember anymore. And then C2 all the way to T1 in the back. So I had the front. Where's the scar? There's the scar right there. There. And then I also have a huge scar on my back. Turn around. I don't know if you can see it, but highlighted well. Right through here. My shirt has a hole in it, but this is kind of off the cuff. I know there's a lot of people out there that, have questions. How am I doing? I'm doing well. In fact, I actually have another YouTube channel. Actually, the original YouTube, if I can talk, the original YouTube channel that these videos were posted on, I changed it over into a gaming channel. And on that gaming channel, you'll see me, I play games. I generally act like an idiot, but there are games of me playing VR, or games that I play that are in VR that show me playing Beat Saber and Synth Riders and other things that require movement. I can play those without an issue. There is some issue, not an issue. I can figure out how to. I also. All right, let me finish one statement first. So in Beat Saber and in Synth Rider, sometimes you have to bend down to get under walls. But when I bend down, I can't look up. So I can't see what's coming at me. So I have to do my best to estimate. I'm down, we're going up, and then I can see stuff coming at me. So if something requires me to bend over, I can't really look up at the same time. But, I mean, it's not that big a deal. And then there's also, I do some exercise in VR. I use programs like Box VR or Les Mills Full Body Combat, which is really fun to do in VR. And for those of you that can afford it, it could be a way for you to get exercise and cardio in a way that's fun. In fact, I often claim that, the headset tricks me into exercise. Matter of fact, here, it's actually right here. I have a Quest 3. I also have a Quest 2 sitting over there. On the videos I have online on the other channel, you'll probably see me in the Quest 2, which is the one, actually, hold on. I'm in shorts, which is this guy that has the googly eyes. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know I'm doing okay. I don't believe anything has gotten any worse, at least not as far as I can tell. And other than needing a shave, I'm fine. I'm here. I hope this helps some of you, especially those of you that are like 2 weeks out of surgery, 6 weeks out of surgery, 3 months out of surgery, and you don't think things are going to get better. And you're like, I'm still feeling this. I still have these symptoms. That's not necessarily what you're going to be stuck with, or basically they could still go away. I did have symptoms that lasted for up to the 18 months that the surgeon said they could. I even had some symptoms that didn't end up going away till around the 2-year mark. So don't give up hope each day. Just one day at a time. Slowly over time, things may start to get better. Someday you could even wake up with symptoms that were there the day before and then they're gone the following. Now, it's not going to be true in every case. Everybody's situation is unique, but it can happen. And just because you don't see the progress you would like, you know, at various milestones, don't think that there is no getting better or that you're stuck like that for life. Like I said, I had my breathing thing took the full 18 months and then it slowly went away after that point. My calves would twitch in like crazy after surgery, and it was like 2 years before that settled down. My calves still twitch, and that could be through some of the stuff in my lower back, but they don't twitch anywhere near as often as when they did, you know, even up to a year after surgery. I'm going to cut this here. This is going to be quick and dirty. I'm not going to edit it because I'm lazy. But if you really want to see, or you know, how I'm doing other than this video, you can go ahead and head on over to my other channel, the JoJo Fusion channel. Like I said, I'll link it. If you're interested to see me moving around or acting like an idiot, and you know, it's proof. Like, yeah, I'm doing fine, and I appreciate everybody that asks. Also, I know that there are people, you know, that are worried, and you know, hey, it's not all bad. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this. I'm gonna hit a button and it's gonna stop this recording. Oh damn! I just realized I did this with my Extra Life overlay. So for all this crap on the screen, yeah, I do Extra Life to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. Once a year. I literally just fired this up and that was the last thing that I had loaded. So just, you can ignore all the stuff on screen. It just happened to be the overlay when I hit record. Like I said, literally just was reading a few comments that people had left me over the last month and then figured, you know what, 5 years, I'll give an update. You're probably not going to see many more, or well, maybe the next update will be in 5 years, but no promises. If you want to really see how I'm doing and check in on me from time to time, that other channel is probably the place to see. I'm not covering any of the spine stuff on the other channel, but if you're wondering, hey, is he still alive? You can go there. All right. I'll catch everybody later, and I hope this finds everybody well. And for those of you getting ready to go through surgery, good luck. And for those of you recovering of surgery, also, good luck. All right, stop.